Good afternoon, this is Dr. Doe again. This video is outside of medicine. Continue with reading Psalm. I'm going to read Psalm 34 today. I'm going to read it. Psalm 34 of David. When he pretended to be insane before Abimelech, who drove him away, and he left. I will exalt the Lord at all times. His praise will always be on my lips. My soul will boast in the Lord. Let the afflicted hear and rejoice. Glorify the Lord with me. Let us exalt his name together. I sought the Lord, and he answered me. He delivered me from all my fears. Those who look to him are radiant. Their faces are never covered with shame. This poor man called, and the Lord heard him. He saved him out of all his troubles. The angel of the Lord is encamps around those who fear him, and he delivers them. Taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man who takes refuge in him. Fear the Lord, you his saints, for those who fear him lack nothing. The lions may grow weak and hungry, but those who seek the Lord lack no good things. I will stop here. Since this psalm is relatively long, so I'll stop here, see how it goes, and then I'll continue. Probably at the end of this video or beginning of the next video. So Psalm 34 of David. When he pretended to be insane before the Abimelech, Abimelech, who drove him away, and he left. So this is this psalm is not like other psalms. At the beginning, explained the situation, under what circumstances he wrote this. It looks like he was pursued by the enemy, so he has to be pretended insane, if you recall. And then probably if you recall, he when he knocked the door at the Philistine, the last battle before Saul fell, the last battle. So he knocked at the door of Philistine. He was pretend to be insane. So life is like this, because so many enemies pursued him. So so this is the circumstances, and see what happened. Because he pretended to be insane, and then he escaped. So they let him go away. So now here's and then what he said from his heart. I will exalt the Lord at all times. His praise always be on my lips. My soul will boast in the Lord. Let the afflicted hear and rejoice. Glorify the Lord with me. Let us exalt his name together. So this is the victory, regardless what he did. He pretended to be insane, and then those enemy let him flee away, so he's safe. I sought the Lord, and he answered me. He delivered me from all my fears. Those who look to him are radiant, and their faces are never covered with shame. So again, this is saying that how great the Lord is. So the Lord answers those who ask, and deliver those who fears him. And also, if you those who look at the God, the Lord, they believe will be radiant, like the light will shine, not only from the God, also from the one who look at the God, and the face will never covered with shame. Instead of covered with shame, but covered with the light, reflection from the God. This poor man called, and the Lord heard him. I think this means himself, and that life and death, very distressed situation. He called the Lord. What should I do? And probably he got the hint what you should do, and to the flee. So he did, and then he successfully fled to safety. And then now he said, so he called. The poor man like me called, and the Lord answered. He saved me out of all the troubles. So the angel of the Lord encamps around those who fear him, and he delivers them. So the angels of the God, if you really have the belief, you really call out, you really fear the God, and the angels of the God will around you, protect you. Taste and see that the Lord is good, and blessed is the man who takes refuge in him. So if you can taste it and see the sweetness of the Lord, blessed is the man who takes refuge in him. So that this is, I think this just emphasizes that God is good. Not only the good, but it's real, like a taste. It's really, it's not like the air, you cannot feel it, but this is real. You can see it, you can taste it, as real as the taste sense. So it means the God is real. If you believe, you will see the God is real. Okay. Excuse me. Fear the Lord, you his saint, for those who fear him lack nothing. The lions may grow weak and hungry, but those who seek the Lord lacks no good things. So continue to call to it's not preach the message, but calling, use personal testimony, witness. See, poor man like me called God, and he answered me. And now he said, fear the Lord, you his saint, for those who fear him lack nothing. It's like I am the example. You already saw it. So continuously to have belief, and you find the moment in your heart to fear the Lord. And the lions may grow weak and hungry, but those who seek the Lord lack no good things. Like the lions, like Saul used to be the king, grow weak and hungry, grow weaker. I think Saul suffered some headaches, if you recall. So that's why David has to play the harp around him, and sometimes he just headaches and drove him crazy. He tried to do some crazy things, use some sword to try to kill him on some occasions. So that for those who seek the Lord lack no good things. So continue emphasize the faith and seek the Lord. So for those people. So this is the first part of Psalm 34. We know at what circumstances he wrote this. He was in severely danger, pursued by the enemies, and he asked for God, what should I do? And God wisdom fell to him, so he pretended to be insane, and then the enemy let him flee to the safety. So after that event, he wrote this thanksgiving, and also not just keep the victory inside, but share with whoever read this, saying the God is real as the taste, as real as something you can see, even though you cannot see, but still it's real. And fear the Lord, have faith in the God, and continue to seek the wisdom. And if you look at the God and the light of the God, not just only shining from the God, also shining from yourself, from whoever look upon the God, the light will shine through that person. So this is the first part of Psalm 34. I will stop here, and I will finish in another video for the second part of Psalm 34. Again, this is my interpretation. You can read it and interpret in your own way. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time.